Hello and welcome. You registered for the ITACE, the Inter-University Test of Academic English for Lecturers. Watch this video carefully so that you're well prepared for the test. If you have any questions after watching this video, don't hesitate to contact the test centre where you registered for the test. The ITACE for Lecturers tests C1 level of the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. In the email we sent you, you will find the General Examination Guidelines of the University. Read these very carefully. The information in this video will be repeated on an instruction sheet that you'll receive before the start of the computer test and during your oral test preparation. First of all, make sure you bring your identity card or passport to the test so that we can check your identity. You're not allowed to use your phone or other digital devices during the test. Put them in your backpack, bag or coat and make sure they're switched off before entering the examination room. If you're caught using a phone or other device or consulting dictionaries or other internet resources, this is considered fraud and you will be asked to leave the examination room immediately. Talking to other participants during the test is considered fraud as well. Next to the keyboard, there will be an instruction sheet, which you can use to make notes. You can't take this home with you. When you leave the room, please leave everything on the table. The ITACE for Lecturers consists of 3 components: a computer test, a written assignment in Word, and an oral test. If you pass all components, you will receive the ITACE for Lecturers C1 certificate. This video will discuss each of the components. The computer test will be organized in a computer room. This component consists of 3 parts: language in use, that is, vocabulary and grammar, listening comprehension, and reading comprehension. On the website www.itace.be/lectures, you can access a sample computer test to get acquainted with the different question types in the test. The computer test lasts a maximum of 1 hour and 30 minutes. At the end, the test stops automatically. Each time you click on the answer button and go to the next question, your questions will be saved automatically. In the top right-hand corner, you will see a clock indicating how much time you have left. We advise you to leave at least 30 minutes for the listening and reading sections. No extra information will be given by the test administrators during the test, so read the questions carefully. Everything you need to know is in the instructions. You can use the instruction sheet provided to make notes, for example, while listening. After the test, please leave the instruction sheet on your table in the computer room. For the reading and listening sections, it's useful to read the questions carefully beforehand. That way you know what you need to focus on in the text or listening extract. The test questions are presented in a fixed order. The test does not allow you to return to previous questions. However, after answering the last question, you can choose to review all your answers and make changes if necessary before submitting the test. Scores are based on the number of correct answers and are not adjusted for guessing, so we advise you to answer all the questions. In some gap fill exercises, the first letter of a word is given before the gap, which means the word you fill in has to start with that letter. In that case, you can either type that letter again or start from the next letter. Both answers are correct. In the listening section, you can click forward and back through the audio or video extracts, so you can listen multiple times. When listening, click on the icon once. Please be patient. It sometimes takes a few seconds before the extract starts playing. If you have a technical problem during the test, just raise your hand and a test administrator will come over to help you. Please note that the test administrator cannot discuss any issues related to the content of the questions. As mentioned previously, you can use the answer button to go to the next question during the test. And when listening, you'll need to click on the listening icon. It sometimes happens that these buttons are inactive. In that case, press F5 to refresh and then click Continue. This reactivates the button. Note that you are allowed to leave to use the toilet during the test, but we would strongly like to discourage this, as we cannot pause the time and you will probably disturb the other test takers. We therefore advise you to use the bathroom before the test starts. When you've finished the computer test, you'll need to remain seated until all participants have finished the test. That's after a maximum of 90 minutes. The test administrators will inform you when you can start the written assignment. Note that you cannot leave the room between the computer test and the written assignment. The written assignment will also take place in the computer room. You'll have 1 hour to write a text of 300 to 350 words in Word. Make sure you write your full name in the space provided in the document. The exact instructions for the written assignment will be shown at the top of the Word file. You're allowed to contextualize the topic in your own field of research or teaching experience. All Word functions can be used for the written assignment. A sample writing task is shown on the ITACE website. If you finish the written assignment early, you'll have to remain seated until all the participants have finished. The test administrators will inform you when you're allowed to leave. Please leave the instruction sheet on the table. You'll receive, or have already received, an appointment with the time and place of your oral test. The ITACE oral test consists of 2 tasks, a presentation task and an argumentation task. For the presentation task, you'll be able to draw inspiration from your own lectures or research. In the argumentation task, you'll have to give your opinion on one of 2 possible topics related to a more general academic context. An example of an oral test is available on the website www.itace.be/lectures. You'll have 50 minutes to prepare for the oral test. You can make notes, and then you'll do the oral test with 2 examiners. You can use your preparation notes to remind yourself of your structure, but of course you shouldn't read from your paper. The oral test itself takes about 10 minutes. The oral test will be recorded to allow an extra examiner to listen to it afterwards if necessary. When you've finished your oral test, you don't have to wait. You can leave immediately. After you have completed all 3 test components, the test center will send you your results via mail within 2 weeks. If you obtain C1 level, you will receive a certificate. If you don't obtain C1 level overall, you will receive a document showing your result for each test component. The best way to prepare for the ITACE is to look at the test examples on the ITACE website. For now, we wish you good luck with the test. See you soon!